I was catching some kind of like real world meets road rules thing.
Is there a little bit of
No, I just thought he needed more alcohol than he needed structure.
There was Puck. You remember Puck? He's like some dickwad from some other reality show from Real World, and they had Puck get into a fight with a black guy.
Prick.
Yeah, Puck got into a fight with a black guy, and I don't know what happened. Like the black guy was like, I guess.
Hey, you white guy! Hey,
yeah,
you black
something
guy!
like that. He was advancing towards him or something, or wanted to start. And so Puck spit in his face, and the black guy's it's recreated all. And the black guy's like, "That's it.
That's it, shit."
And they were like, the producers of the show were like, "Okay, Puck, you crossed the line. We're gonna have to take you off the show." But then Puck's like, "Oh, come on, I want to stay on the show." He's like crying, and of course, all the people were like, "We want Puck back." So they come up with this idea that the guy says, "If I can spit in his face, then okay, that'll be enough. We'll call it even. You can stay on the show." And so Puck's like, "Hey, he can spit in my mouth." I'm like, "Why did he throw that in?" And they bring him over to the guy. I thought he was just kidding about that. And he lays down on the ground. He's like, "Dude, I'm gonna open my mouth. You can go ahead and spit right in." And the guy's like, "You're a bitch. I'm out of here." Or something like that. "I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna give you the satisfaction."
You're a bitch. I think he meant punk.
Yeah, he might have said punk.
I'm missing
I like bitch better though.
TV.
Yeah, what the hell TV do you watch? I don't need to go bowling to watch this
I'm
shit.
missing out on this stuff.
It's just dads. Flipping around through dad's cable.
There's some good stuff on Osborne.
Yeah.
I haven't seen those either.
Pretty good.
The Osborne. Well, what's the interest level there? I mean, what are you going for when you watch the Osbornes?
I like the show.
But what about it?
The
Human drama of athletic competition.
He watches the Thor scenes.
You just like seeing people being freaks on TV? Is that it?
Well, it's not so simple. The thing is, it's truly not as scripted as almost any. I mean, there's not. What they put on is real, for the most part. I mean, they're taking. Of course, they could film 24 hours a day and have all that be real, but what they choose is nevertheless real. It's like they make good choices insofar as what they put on, and these are actual. This is an actual situation. Ozzy Osbourne was this actual star, a heavy metal star, and now here he is with all this money, and he has this freakish, place to live with his wife, who is an interesting, passionate woman, and then his children, who are like Ozzy Osbourne's children, and trying to figure out how to live in the world being Ozzy Osbourne's children, and it's just pretty interesting. I thought it's not quite as like cliche, or it's not as predictable as like the Anna Nicole show or something.
Yeah.
Which I also like, sort of. I mean, as far as like shows go, these are actual people. I'm like, here's Anna Nicole, he's a fucking drug addict television. I think that's pretty interesting. You find a drug addict, follow them through their lives. That's good television. It's much better than Friends.
Oh, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
So,
much better
a
than
couple of them
Cosby Show. Yeah, but they don't, I would like to see them in their actual lives, just somebody following around with a camera and then taking the funniest parts and putting them on television. That's the
Matthew Perry and
my
Rita.
ass now.
That's us. If we had more time, we could bring you good television. But the thing is, we only got time here to bowl
We
Monday
got
night.
one camera.
We got one camera.
Yeah, no shit.
We only got enough money to get fucked up one night.
We need a grant. One cameras and
So what's the idea for the show? Well, we're gonna have people wiping their asses. That's for starters.
No, but Anna Nicole has enough money to hire some guy to to like make up her bedroom in all pink and like it's all upholstered to all the walls and everything or whatever. And then like she like starts accusing him that it's poorly made and everything, and they have this great battle between her and this guy who designed her designer bedroom. And he comes in, he's like a flaming queen, and like he's like, and it's high drama. Anna Nicole, the queen.
When they all get on camera, though, they all start unconsciously playing a role.
Right, like you.
Yeah.
It's like all the bullshit that you spout on Educated Bowler.
I'm just following your lead, man.
No, you're not. You're giving all this bullshit, like, I'm the killer, I'm the guy who fucking extinguishes.
I am he who extinguishes.
Extinction master.
Yeah, I gotta admit, folks, all those times I've said I've killed people, it was a lie. Just for drama.
It was a lie.
Oh dear. Did I say something?
Lordy. There's no one who giggles like that who has not killed people. There's no way you can giggle like that. Unless you have killed people, you cannot giggle like that. That is fucking Vietnam right there. I've met a lot of Hubley's friends in town. Hubley's friends come through. They're the only people who laugh like that. That's the truth.
Yeah. That's a drink.
Good. I'll pay for a drink. Whiskey. What do you want? Whiskey or beer? Whiskey.
I don't care. It's right there.
Yeah. It just doesn't even look like hair to me.
So who's the number one player now? Serena?
Or
Maurice
Gibb.
Maurice Gibb.
Do you have any respect for the dead, gentlemen?
He's dead. He's dead. He's so fucking dead. He's dead.
Come on, man, let's go. Alright. Yeah.
Oh, hi there, folks. Well, we have a little extra time on this week's Educated Bowler, so once again it falls to your humble editor to fill the remaining, 15-20 minutes. And I'm going to do it this time with a little book called Letters to Wendy's. Yeah. It's by Joe Wenderoth. And you know what, folks? He's a genius. That's right. And he's written this book. I think you can buy it at the bookstore. You know which bookstore I'm talking about, don't you? The special bookstore. The bookstore where you get all your books in a nice little brown paper sack. Yeah, buy it at that bookstore. And let's see what it costs. $14. Not too bad. Now, you shouldn't judge this book on, most books you think, for a $14 book, you think, well, that's going to take me, a couple weeks to read it. This will probably only take you one evening to read it, but trust me, you'll get all your $14 worth of entertainment in that one evening. And then we have this is my personal copy that Joe gave to me. He dedicated it in December 14th of 2000. And as you can see here, there's a little inscription. I'm not sure if you can read that, but it says, T-Dog, Merry Christmas. Jesus is Lord. Lave Chuff always. J-Dog. Anyway, I'm just going to kind of randomly read a few letters here. Just, like I said, fill some time. Oh, and I have one little thing I'm going to add to this that Joe doesn't really do when he reads the letters. I thought I got to add something to it. I can't just read his letters. So I'm going to chew gum, or at least have gum in my mouth while I'm reading letters. I think I'm going to have like a lot of gum just to make it challenging. And two. And three. We'll start with 4 pieces of gum. Okay. Randomly flipping through the book. So for those of you who don't know the premise of the book, there's a narrator in the book who's writing these obviously fictional letters to Wendy's. You've heard of Wendy's, I think. I mean, I know Marshall doesn't have a Wendy's, and we're culturally bereft because of it. But I'm sure you've heard of Wendy's before. They're very popular. You've seen their commercials. So that's the Wendy's he's talking about. So the whole thing is just full of dates and letters. And there we go. November 3rd, 1996. Surgeon light booming. I take a bite. This recent organization of animals, chunks of homelessness dwindling. I take a sip. Gusts of patience. Nothing to worry about. I take a bite. Grass finding always a new, naive cause. I take a bite. Surgeon light booming. Nothing to worry about. I take a sip. Loud shadow of animals in the causeway, home gouging. I take a sip. A bite. Guts of patience. February 28, 1997. The aged have a long continent moment, cherishing the salt of a fry and the familiarity of a spouse's voice. Children thrust through a good pulverizing. Their mothers recede. Businessmen titter in a frugal pause. Their mothers recede. The unemployed mow the massive lawn that is their mind. The newly deaf hear the mowers all day long. The paraplegics smile. I think I got the right amount of gum here. March 26, 1997. Shall I put my penis on the counter? But what would it really accomplish? Would it change the world? Would it change me or the attendant employees? No, no, and no. But should we judge an activity by whether or not it changes something? That would imply evolution as predetermined and full of specific purpose. My penis on the counter is resistance. It demonstrates evolution's indeterminate willfulness. October 28, 1996. I think you need painkillers on the menu. It is the next step in civilization. The present is so full of pain, and it is where we keep finding ourselves. Don't tell me I want to run away from the present. Nothing could be further from the truth. When I am without painkillers, that is when I hide. That is when I run away. It is my desire to run into the present. What I want is for the collision to be more decisive.